Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Parkway Athletics podcast. I'm here with Coach Jett. Thank you so much, Coach. To start things off, I want you to kind of introduce yourself to the viewers, who you are, and what you're doing.
Yeah, hey, my name's Andrew Jett. Thank you for having me on today. I really appreciate it. This is my 7th year at Parkway West. I've been a baseball coach for 7 years. This is my 3rd year as the head baseball coach, and then now the 2nd year as head softball coach. I also teach math here at the high school as well.
Okay. So tell me a little bit about why you work at Parkway Schools, especially Parkway West. What about the culture keeps you coming back, and maybe about the students? What do you love most about this job?
Yeah, I mean, I think we talk about it all the time. I mean, the kids here are awesome. They're great. They're super respectful. They work hard. Um, Anytime we ask them to do something, whether it's in the classroom or on the field, they do it for the most part. And so I think for the most part, it's the kids. The kids make the job better, and they can make it worse. So here at Parkway West, I think we have good kids.
Yeah. So can you run us through a little bit of your daily routine? You mentioned that you're a math teacher, but how does your planning go aside from the school stuff? How do you prepare for games? What are some things that you do with your players to have them ready and grow that way?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. We luckily they've kind of gotten me the end of the day off, so I'm able to teach and take care of that business kind of in the beginning of the day, and then the last about hour I have to kind of start preparing for the game, the practice, kind of whatever we do that day. So if it's game day, usually I'm pulling up stats from the other team. I'm kind of looking at our stats to kind of see how our girls have been doing, what we can improve on. And then just kind of making sure that I'm prepared and know the best I can of who we are playing against that day. And however I can help my girls out the most is kind of what I feel my job is.
Yeah. So obviously winning is a big thing, and it seems like so far you guys have been pretty successful. But outside of that, what are some of your goals and like the team motto that you might have for your players to grow, not just on the field but off the field as well, as they either have the chance to play in college or just whatever they do in their future?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, everybody wants to win. That's why we play sports and athletics is to compete, and, to get to do as well as we can. But yeah, I think there's so much more to athletics than just the winning and the losing. I think for me, growing up, being a part of sports kind of from the very beginning, and I feel like I've learned so much about discipline, about preparation, about teamwork. Those things that can build you into the person that you are, and they help you out way past athletics and playing a high school sport. And I think so for me, it's being able to help these girls and make sure that they're prepared for whatever they end up doing after high school sports or even after college sports or whenever that kind of softball ends for them, making sure that they're prepared for that next step.
Yeah. So obviously you have a little bit of a background with sports, played in college. What has those experiences taught you, and what kind of things have you been able to offer your student athletes to allow them to grow through what you're learning your experiences?
Yeah, I think, like I said, it's really helped me build into the person that I am. I think um, you have to be able to kind of persevere through so much more than what maybe somebody else does that's just going through classes or just working and those type of things. That now we're asking these kids to go to school all day and then go to practice after school, and then some of them are going to work after practice. So I think then once they transition into the workforce, now they know what it feels like to be busy and to be having to kind of keep working and persevere through maybe not having as much time as somebody else, or they have a tough day at softball and then they still have to go and work at their job and not take that from one place to the next. And so I think just really helping them learn that. Um, and I think softball is an awesome sport for that, because we talk to the girls all the time about how it's a game of failure. It's a game of failure. And so there's going to be so many times that you're not successful, and you have to make sure that you don't take that into whatever you're doing next. Whether you have an at bat, you don't take that into the field the next time you go out there. And I think those kind of tough situations are what build them and make them successful.
Yeah. One of the last questions I want the viewers to get a little up to date on how the season has looked so far. So can you give us a little rundown of the different games and exciting moments that have happened so far in this fall season?
Yeah, it's been a kind of crazy up and down season for us for sure. We're young. We have two seniors this year for us, but then we're starting 6 of 9 girls that are freshmen and sophomores. So we have 4 freshmen starting on the team for us, and so it's been interesting. We've kind of had some games where we beat some good teams, and we've had some games where we lost some games that we didn't feel like we should have lost. We're 12-7 currently, so we've had 2 great tournament wins earlier in the year. We won the Parkway tournament and beat Marquette for the championship there, and then this past weekend, actually, we before the rain got to us, we were able to win the Francis House Central tournament. We beat Francis House Central on Saturday, and so I was talking to the girls, and it's just one thing that, which is super important. It seems like they step up for those big tournament occasions, and they've done a great job of kind of bringing it whenever we're playing tougher opponents. And so it's been fun. It's been fun. It's been a good group of girls that have kind of done anything that I've asked them to do, and they're seeing success because of it.
Yeah. So the last question, I know it's been pretty brief, and I appreciate you joining and telling us a little bit about the season so far and yourself. But going forward, you have, like you said, a young group, a lot of talent. What are some of your goals and aspirations for not just this year and the way you want it to end, but for the future? What do you hope that Parkway West softball becomes in the near future?
Yeah, I mean, I just continue to build is my goal. I think we got a good group that we can build off of here. Obviously, this year, the way the girls are playing, I think they have a chance to compete against anybody any day. And so, obviously, we have a goal to continue moving on this year and see what happens. But I think they're going to compete every single day. And then in the future, we kind of built a foundation the last couple of years, and hopefully we can continue to build on that and increase our numbers and kind of build it as an entire program. We moved from one varsity team last year, and now we're able to have a JV and a varsity this year. So hopefully we can continue to kind of build the numbers, and I think we can continue building the program from there.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome. I want to say thank you. I appreciate you joining me today. Hope the viewers got a chance to learn about your program. Like you said, all the things are increasing and going up, so that's good to hear. And if anyone has any questions, you can reach out to Coach Jett. But you guys are kind of going on the finish line of their season, so best of luck to you all. And with that being said, thank you all for joining us on another episode of the Parkway Athletics Podcast. Back with you guys very soon.